Hello, thank you for tuning to Powet TV. I'm Zach Shipley, and this is Powet Toys. If you didn't know already, the Young Justice toy line has been canceled by Mattel. Actually, most of their DC figures seem to be kind of slowly but surely drying up at retail. They're going to be moving to like some kind of mail order thing. I don't know, I haven't been paying attention. However, I do watch the Young Justice television show every week now that it's back on Cartoon Network, and it's now moved into the second season, Young Justice Invasion. Now, because I guess they're not going to be releasing any more of these toys, they've started the little clearance cycle at retail. So one of the figures I was definitely most interested in was getting Artemis. And since Superboy was also on clearance, I went for him too. Let's start with Superboy. Superboy, like all the Young Justice figures in the 5-inch class, does come with a couple of accessories as well as a playset. This playset is clearly from the Cadmus Labs, I think. I constantly remember. It was like the first episode. That was like 3 years ago. So I'm really shoddy on it. But he is definitely wearing that his clone outfit from that first episode because it's not his usual like black T-shirt and blue jeans figure that he had before. I'm not sure if there's a Superboy with that regular outfit out there. If there is, I'll definitely pick that one up too. At the very least, this can be used, maybe we can reverse the S-Shield and make him into a match figure. He does have a little peg on here, so it's very easy to stand his, him up on this thing here, and but there's nothing really, this doesn't move, there's no rattling, there's no action feature, so we can leave that. And then, of course, since Superboy doesn't have all of Superman's powers, he likes to throw stuff or something. I don't know. This was a Thor's hammer. Let's get that out there too. And it's a piece of metal. All right, it's just what we need. It's wreckage. But the likeness is pretty good. Compared to the Superboy on the show. Of course, it's got a real nice S-Shield there, and just a plain white outfit. I'm not sure if this is just a size-down version of the standard DC Buck or what's going on here, but he's clearly nowhere near the size of say the 6-inch figures, which is quite cool actually because they're 5-inch scale. They work really nicely with the DC universe figures already out there because he's supposed to be shorter than Batman or shorter than Superman or whatever. So 5-inch scale works very nicely. The other figure I definitely wanted to pick up was Artemis. Because Artemis is, I hesitate to call her a complete original character for Young Justice because the name and the basis for the character has been out there in DC Comics before. However, I don't think there's been a version exactly like this out there, so we're unlikely to ever get an Artemis figure in the DC Universe Classics line at large or DC Direct or something like that, unless they maybe decide to do one years down the line like they did with Batman Beyond. I thought this is a pretty cool figure. Again, very nice likeness. I probably could have used a little bit less eyeshadow on the eyes there, but whatever. One thing that was funny when I pulled her out of the packaging is that her ponytail fell off. Because she actually has very, very, very long blonde hair in the series, and it's just kind of funny. I always thought, like, there's no way this hair doesn't get caught in all sorts of stuff and gets her into trouble. So, of course, it got caught in the packaging when I was, trying to take her out of the box. She does have across her shoulders a little, I don't know what this is called, a little bag of arrows. There's a technical term for that. I'm not going to pretend I know a thing or two about archery. She does come with a compound bow, and much like the one she uses on the show, it has a little handle for a grip there. However, her hands are far, far, far too small. If you can see, I can focus on that a little bit. Her hands are too small to really hold this at all. In fact, I can't even fit like the length of the little bow. The cord, I can't even fit that in her hands. So while it was packed, it kind of looks like it was in her hand, it really wasn't. And so I don't know if this is an acceptable accessory or not because it just doesn't fit in her hands at all. Her action diorama is makes a little bit more sense than Superboy's, I guess, because it's something that you might stand her on. It is like a thing for target practice. It's got a bullseye. It looks like 2 arrows have impacted here. I suppose you could probably take one of these fancy arrows and just put it right in there. He has a peg so you can act like she shot it. Isn't that cool and fun? However, this is missing a peg to actually stand her on, so you have to kind of weight her just right and move her legs just right so she bounces on her own. Thankfully, like many of the DC women figures I've handled in the past, she does actually balance pretty well on her own, although it might take a little bit of doing, especially if you're going to be putting accessories on her back or things like that. She does come with several arrows, much like the Green Arrow figure did. Some that look like they're explosives. This one's just like a plain arrow. This one looked like it has a grenade or a gas bomb or something like that on the end of it. Again, compared to the proper DC Universe Green Arrow figure, she is much, much shorter, which is fine for a teenage character. Thanks for watching Powet.tv. I'm Zach Shipley. Be sure to check Powet.tv every day because you never know when we're going to upload a new video. And of course, you can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and of course, follow me at Zach Shipley on Twitter, and look at my website, ZachShipley.com. Until next time, open your toys!